All right. Excuse me. Tuesday, May 2, 2017. I'm going to go run through these quickly here. Uh, kind of busy today until London close. So basically, we have FOMC for the next couple of days. The setup looks like it's going to be on the dollar. Remember that the Fed can come in at any time and raise rates. We do have a seasonal. I'll post that later on today when I get some time. Typically, rates drop until June 30th and then rise. They drop because of the competition in home sales. The two lots on either side of me are being flattened, whatever, graded. And so we're back in the game again here. So I'll do this more on the dollar and stuff for the subscribers and that. Go over some things here. Seasonals on the grains and oil seeds and things of that nature too. So I'll have to break these down into chunks. But Aussie dollar here, any weakness, I expect a continuation to the downside on here. I do expect higher rates in the U.S. to cause the dollar to go up. The only caveat there is that I'm looking for a drought sometime in 2018, but I had to move it forward here to 2017. I used to live in the Midwest for 35 years, so you kind of know how it's going to go. And last year, the Mississippi River was way over the banks, and so usually we don't get that back to back. So I have moved the drought up. Plus, it's a 3.5 year, 4 year cycle too. So, but that's the only thing that could probably help the Aussie dollar here. I just expect a stronger dollar commodity currencies to come down. So, basically, the best here for the Aussie dollar is sideways. These are 2-hour charts here. British pound, 129 is going to have to be short-term support for right now. I have targets of 130 to 133, but that's been since the beginning of the year. So when it came off of 127 that time. And then after that, the British pound in 85, I think it was, when basically it's the same playbook, different decade. The British pound doubled over 5 years. So the Mexican peso and the British pound are two of my best bets for 2017. It's not as much of a blanket statement as it was from December of 15 for all commodities. So, but where are we at? May, 4-month update. I have to, lots of stuff. I need more personal assistance here. All right, assistance. How about assistant? Okay, British pound. So 129, you're gonna have to hold here at the 129 for right now. Canadian dollar here, I'm watching for possibility of a minor short term on here to go along with oil here. If we're gonna walk oil down to $36, that's fine. But I just figure some sort of stagger, $3 down, $2 up, $3 down, $2 up, that kind of thing here. Let's just take a quick look while I have this here. We're talking a very quick look. Oh, muckety muck. Okay, so this is daily, and ADX is turning up. Okay, for the oil. So if we're going to get a no, this is Canadian dollar. So what are we talking? 73.90 from here is 80 pips. 780.90 higher probably over the next couple of days, I'll say. But it's trying to put in a low down in here. So stochastics is getting oversold on short-term basis. How did we do here on this one? 74.25 to 75 and change. So that was about 70 points. If you're interested, watch it with oil, money flow, or money's coming in here. Why is money coming in here when it's going down? All right, great. Another thing to add to my list. All right, moving on. I need to move this back. Oh, there we go. That looks pretty. Come on, faster, faster, faster. Stupid humans having to wait for the computer. Computers are so slow. All right, euro. I'm going to lean on the short side here over the next 48 hours for now. to me, in my eyes, there's not much more to the upside. I mean, yeah, we're talking, what, 111 to 113, but as of right now, I'm going to lean on the short side, or if you're long, I'll write some covered calls as it just basically a pause, a narrow range on here. ADX is turning up on here, and this is the money flow, so technically it would be pushing higher here. So I just, a short term, like I said, the next 48 hours, just be a little on the defensive side, or 36 or whatever until FOMC. What do we have coming down here? Japanese yen. So this means it's going the other direction. So the carry trade would be with the Aussie dollar and the yen and that forth. So we should get a push in equities this morning, but I'll lean here to see how things pan out. I'll have more later on this afternoon after the market closes here. Like I said, I'm going to have to break things down into chunks because we have stuff overlapping besides equities and FOMC. There's just, you know, I don't mind making 2-hour videos, but it's a 2-hour video. Rolling over here in the Mexican peso, basically said take profits this morning to subscribers. On this, like I said, I want this to go higher from the beginning of the year. Good enough snaking the bottom here on the weaker dollar, and then come back and ended up going short again, and we came up here. So this is a bounce. So my deal here is if we do get a push on the dollar, and we get, if we get a wipeout or washout in, say, the Mexican peso, the British pound, you have to come in here and support it. Now, you can open up multiple accounts, and you don't have to play it with 50 to 1 leverage. You can put in 10, open one account and 10 to 1 leverage, open another account and 20 to 1 leverage, and whatever, and just have a resting buy sitting down at the lows. And for currencies in that, these are contracts, but you could sit on it, you know, like the 50 bagger. You know, you can sit on that thing. That one would be one I'd look to. You're going to have to give a little volatility begets more volatility. And, you know, like all it takes is the bid-ask spread and one tick, and that's what, you know, changes the ebb and flow of rivers and stuff. So looking for the pullback here in the Mexican peso. So now we're back up to, I think we're going to be at the 20 level again. What are we at? What am I at? Oh, that's a Canadian dollar. Okay. Moving on. Looks like we may get maybe a C wave up into here on the Kiwi, but I'll remember the Kiwi can go back down to the 2000 low and stuff, which is, I think, was 35. So it can lose another half on here. Remember the Federal Reserve raised rates. What was it? 14 times over 17 months to jam the economy. And so that's what we're working on. I'm looking for a drought and a peak in raising rates to run us into the recession here. Should be starting, the sign should be starting second half of next year, 2018. We do have some things beginning to slow up here too now, but we're all talking about pumping more money into the system, you know, bringing back money from Europe and things of that nature. But remember that that's just a lottery ticket. There's nothing after this, you know. I don't know about you, but I have a garage full of crap again. Where are you going to buy it? All right, so what do we have here? Brent crude. So, all right, so we're stuck in a range here. I lean towards the short side here, so you're looking for some sort of shorts on Brent, but that's basically it. You got to find, it's one of these things that you stock it for a day or two, and then you get your opportunity. So, as of right now, at best for the bulls, sideways, and for the bears, any bounce, any going after the stops over 52.5, 53, shorted. And I'll have to break these down into energies and stuff like that. If we do get a rollover natty gas, then we have to prepare to buy for 2018, March of 2018. Yeah, March of 2018, and going forward. You know, October 2019, or right, October 2018, yeah. Holy buckets, too many chunks. Well, I suppose I could break these down to every section, 20-minute deal every day, or yeah, whatever. Okay, blah, blah, blah. You're still, the bias is still short, and you take a C wave up here, 50, we'll say 51. We have API today. Where are we at? Is this Monday? Tuesday is today, right? API, what is this? The rest in short minus 52. I think that's what that says. Whatever. 51, 52. All right, I'll leave it at that. have to remember these things, blah, blah, blah. ES, here's my little pivots for today. Why are they overlapping? Sure. Oh, cancel. Did I get rid of the old ones? Oops, don't do that. Now you did it. All right. Whatever. Okay, so we have support here at 84. The upper end is the high at 2,400 and change. You're after going to go way out there. Is it on here? No. Okay. We have earnings and stuff. Things are getting a little thin here. Just draw a trend line underneath it and just let it go. I have to watch the FTSE today to see if anything pulls out of if the bulls can't pull it out there. Basically, I guess I'll have to sit. This 85 is it for the bulls. So you guys have to hold 85 and gals have to hold 85 or game be over for an intermediate period of time here. Like I said, we're running in a recession, but also remember that Kevin said that the stock market is going to double by the end of the real estate cycle. So this will double. I have 4750, but I rounded it up to 5,000. Actually, I should just do 49.97 and see if it gets repeated. Just stuff to entertain the brains of a technician. You know, gold's at 1050 in December of 15. I say it's going to go to 1400, and it took 4 months, but then the first 1400 popped up, so that was cool. All right, whoop-de-doo, Kev. All right, so yes, yeah, blah, 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 yada, 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 2378 or whatever here. The ranges, remember, like I said, FOMC on here, we have the old buy, may, go away, whatever the deal, and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. I posted a chart of the blood and oxygen of the NYA and the NASDAQ composite out on the Twitter sphere. And it's there. I'll post some stuff onto my website here. I'm trying to get back into the groove of things. I'm adding another layer of insanity to my ADD, so which is cool. You know, gotta keep those dendrites spinning, and of course a gallon of coffee by the time the sun comes up in the morning doesn't really help the situation. Gold. All right, this is the story with gold here. The bulls have to try to push this up just a skosh, but with the dollar, it's going to be a problem. This is the ADX, right? It's reset. I'm going to say here now that if the bulls are going to lose this here, I'm going to have to, you know, it's one of these things. I do have a C wave of gold matching 1985 to 1987. Gold did go up during that period of time when we jacked up rates to jam the housing cycle, which would have blown up anyway, but whatever. Gold did go up. I think it doubled, but I do have a target of, 1513 for an ABC wave, but I'm going to say anything under here for right now. You know, this drops another 10 or 20 bucks here over the next couple of days here. Then I have to start going back to the old 681 number. But there are lots of space. You could lose another $200 and you have a double bottom. You know, gold can go back to 1050. So, but it's one of those things that I guess I could take a quick peek on this one here. Oh, what do we got? ABC wave here. Technically, this could be it here too, couldn't it? Where's my 1400 here? Oh my gosh, it's already been 2 years. Wow. 10 years of gut behind you. All right, so ABC wave. That's not really it. Sorry about all the gunk here. Yikes. Well, what do we have then? How about this? 16. So gold can't lose another $40, we'll say, for right now. All right. Yeah, maybe a bounce day today. We'll see here. All right, what do we have? 62 to 64 area. I'll have to look at the metals again, too. I guess you get to kind of be a slacker when it all works, right? When your plan works out, you kind of like, dum-de-dum-dum-dum. Oh, euros. Okay, they're trying to pump the euros here. All right, any euro type deal up here. This is euros. Think of this T-bills in Europe. I'd look for a shorting opportunity here. They may be hiding out here. I'll have to check the TED spread, Treasury euro over euro dollars. What is this? The Hoggies. They should get some pain because of the corn, wheat, and beans type of action here. contract rollover is part of the deal here. But I think the price of hogs doubled in like a year. We got down there. Holy buckets, kid. You got to clean up your mess. And moving on. Copper rolling over. Okay. Corrective in nature for right now. Copper. Yeah, heating oil. Same type of deal here. Even though we might get a flush out here, you want to start thinking about some sort of, you playing this just like natty gas here. Thinking about, going that way. You have heating oil bottoming out in, say, the summer months. So you have to look forward 18 months. You know what I'm saying? Heating oil, December of 2019. Kevin, yeah, that's right. That's why they're called futures there, kids. That's how it works. You get one opportunity to buy heating oil 18 months out. Enjoy. You're welcome. Cows, I'd probably pitch up in here. I think I got it. What's that? 124 short. 124. What am I out? A quarter? Whatever. Moving on. Natty gas. Blah blah blah. What do we got? Shoulder, head, shoulders. We got a head and shoulder, and we possibly have a bigger one here. What do we got? Expiring contract. $400 default on flipping natty gas for right now. Okay, natty gas is in the larger sideways thing for right now. Any weakness below 3. I believe I currently wrote calls against here. Wrote 330 calls against the front month. 12 cents. It looks like it pocketed here, so it's basically covered right. It's buying the weakness and that. So I pick up 12 cents. If they take them away, if they take my May, if they take May away from me at June, whatever. June, I guess. Take it away from me, pocket the 12 cents. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, so we nailed the neckline from the head and shoulders. We got long and wrote the calls, and now we're basically chopping sideways here. Where are we at? May, June? So we're in a period here where it's actually cooler. May. We're beginning to turn on the air here in Arizona later in the day after 5 o'clock. So we're actually we're still getting a cool push our way. But my brother went through to Rapid City yesterday from Minneapolis and he had to deal with SNOW trucks in the ditch. Even on May 1, they still haven't figured out how to drive. Okay, and it's flat. Well, we won't go into that. All right, natty gas. So the NASDAQ is at all-time highs, blah, 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 which is fine and dandy. The easiest thing to do is just draw a trend line underneath it. Yikes. I'm going to lean on the old cautious side again here. We have Apple and all that fun stuff here. What I would do is, if you're long stuff that's at the extremes, whatever, Google, Amazon, blah, 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 write some options against it. Buy some protective puts, maybe go out a little bit here. I'm going to guess that our little buddy with the dark triad, Mr. POTUS here, he's going to be pushed. He's a bigger wimp than George Bush Sr. here. So, if he can't take 2 or 3 hours of ribbing from intellects, But that's the problem that we have is the first time he cracks is it's not going to be pretty. So, that's what they do. I try to grow a third one, but if they're the size of raisins, it ain't happening here. So I just lean for the caution side of stuff here. July 7, 2005 comes to mind, things of that nature. But it's not saying anything will fall apart. Remember that the limit moves and collars and that on futures have been dropped from 30% a day, either up or down. So I think it's 3, 5, and 7, somewhere around in there. Something there. I'll go forward that too. Right. I have to know when else in trading stops. All right, so the NASDAQ for right now, I'm going to basically say range bound, but if you're long, write some options against it. It's basically just draw the trend line. I think, what's his name? Guy that does the white cough stuff. I think he has around 6,300 on here for his extension. So, but remember, because we're at these extremes, the 1, 2, 3% move is a lot more than what it used to be a decade ago. The low. So moving on. Gasoline, yikes, buy. What are we at? Buy 1.553. Oh, we'll do 333. Numerology buy. It does say buy. You got a plus sign on there. And it goes up to theirs for, that would be what? The whopping 1 cent. So it starts, no, you're looking for a dime. 200 bucks. That's what we're looking for. What are we at? June? I got to buy July. Buy July. Whatever. Moving on. Okay, cool. All right. Where am I going? Silver, blah, blah, blah. Silver here. If silver, SLV and stuff, if this doesn't hold it here, it will be cut in half. Remember that silver traded for 20 years sideways under $5 because nobody wanted it at 5. They sure as heck don't want it at 16, 17, and 18 right now. Remember, the next recession that we go into, you probably want to start accumulating. I like silver 10-ounce bars, 35 bucks. If you're an 18-year-old and working in the restaurant business, 35 bucks is what I did when I was waiting tables. That was my lunchtime tip money. Over, and every day I worked 11 or 14 shifts, and every day I went over to the pawn shop with my $35 and I bought a 10-ounce bar of silver. Yay! And it took, what was that, 96, 97, somewhere in that, I can't remember. Yeah, good money, waiting tables at a nice place. I mean, always take time off. So everyone can do your job, you know what I'm saying? The sucky part is to put in 8 hours. It's a full day, though. Let's just say that the restaurant lifestyle does have its perks. A little bit, not as hostile as working in the casino. But, wine tasting, food tasting, everybody's a real interchangeable. People wanted to get out of their shift. I'll take 20 bucks. There, boom. Now I have what? Another 8 ounces of silver. Thank you. Yeah, my 20 bucks is, I wait a decade, it's 200 bucks. That's how that goes. But silver's got to hold it together here, or SLV will be under $10 here. We may be, like I said, we're in the acceleration phase here of the equity markets here, so we may get one where we just dump something hard on metals and that. And, recession, blah, blah, blah. We have the platinum palladium deal, and also copper we just looked at here. So like I said, I'll do this in chunks, energies, I'll break it all down. Ooh, what do we have here? Ultra bonds. The money's coming in. All right, I'll look at these later. So I'm running out of time. VIX getting cheap again. It's always cheap. Yeah, but considering the number of people that are betting against the deal. They're doing the exact same thing in mass as they did in 1987. So if your manager guy is, what is that, 87, 97, 07. So you see if he's plus or minus around 30, he could be 45. No, that's not right. 97, 07, 17 is 30. If he was 12, he'd be 42. Yeah, won't remember 87. That was 19. Ba-ding! What do we have? Who wants my attention? Alarm, 6:20. Okay. It's really been 2 hours since 4:20. All right, YM. I'm going to treat this as a bull flag for right now. Is Apple in the Dow? Oh, great. Now I got to do a video on Dow. I see my day is going to be chock full of stuff. But Tuesdays are a good day, though. Swing here in bonds here. Shortcut. Why is money going in here? Oh, stuff I have to do. Okay, corn. I'm going to lean on the short side of wheat, going in September and stuff. Oh, my. Grab your book, Kev. May trades. Holy buckets. And the best part about all of this is after I'm done with America, I get to do the exact same thing in Asia. I go to bed and wake up for London. What am I looking for? Trades for May. Trades for May. Trades for May. Where are we at? Wheat. Trade number 4 trades on wheat. Okay, well, we'll be looking at that. All right, so wheat, short the wheat. Whatever, in the fields, out the fields, whatever. Short the wheat, and then beans, remember, they can drag it. Remember, you can plant later, whatever. pods fill in May. That'll probably be our little narrative. But on that, if your producer would be looking for some shorting action on here. Let's see here, what we got. Fives, looks like some sort of bounce here in fives and stuff. I have to go look at data, and I got to get this thing posted. L bean oil, kind of on the weaky side here. I have to watch for the short side on the bean oil here. Bean meal, kind of mulling over. This is all seasonal here. The only thing that can help it is a drought. Planting delay is not going to do anything. It's going to be another perfect year. Nothing like having, the ground is wet. Remember, the roots can go deep. Oh, that's actually right. If the ground is wet, the roots don't go as deep, and then it dries. Boy, lots of stuff to think about. That's why I just watched the chart. Soybeans, S. I'm wondering if they're not going to try and press 10. I'll look at it. But for me, I'm just a big fan of 650 beans. Where are we at? So beans are coming off, coming on down. We're getting some sort of bounce. Watch for seasonals. Happy place is around 93. Money flow. I'll have to check commitment of traders on that one. What do we have? Twos. Any type of bounce there, short it. And our friend the wheat banged up on here. The divergence, which was down here, which was on 420. See the divergence, lower price. Where the hell did it go? It's in here somewhere. Wherever it's at. There was divergence. Should have wrote down the time on there, Kev. Wait, 420, but we're back up to 60, which would be a good shot for producers. Lots of volume. But I'll look at a longer daily and weekly type of thing here to see if there's something wheat. As long as it basically holds 420 kind of thing. Like I said, I wanted to try and get something more, under the $4 deal here, and basically got a poke. So this may be a running start. It runs over and then runs out and just collapses, because everybody that think that there's a weather issue and it doesn't develop, it comes cratering something fierce. And remember, all this data is going to be lagging too, but this divergence, I guess, was about $3,000. Why is it 420 to now? Wow. Wonder what I could do with $3,000. Go to Reno, go to Tahoe. Get away from this freaking scorpion weed. All right, that's the end of that. Talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful day, and toodles.